Hey guys, so today I have swatches of the Essie Flowerista collection for spring 2015. There are 6 polishes in this collection. They're all creams. So I will get into the swatches. The first polish is called Perennial Chic, and this is a peachy nude cream. Here is Perennial Chic, and here is Spin the Bottle from, I believe, the Resort Collection 2014. They're similar, but Perennial Chic is a little more peachy. And here it is next to Topless and Barefoot, again, more peachy. So here is one coat of Perennial Chic. This one covers pretty well on the first coat. It is definitely going to need at least one more though. It is a little bit streaky, and you can see through it. The formula is good though. It feels really smooth. It's easy to work with. It's not too thick or too thin. So there is one coat of Perennial Chic. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Perennial Chic. So this one covers completely on 2 coats. Again, really good formula. So there is 2 coats of Perennial Chic. The next polish is more of a sandy nude, and this one is called Picked Perfect. So here is Picked Perfect next to Cocoa Karma from the Resort Collection from this year. You can see that it's a lot lighter. So here is one coat of Picked Perfect. So this polish covers really well on the first coat. I dare say this might actually be a 1-coater. It is. This is definitely a 1-coat polish. It is a little bit thick, which is what makes it a 1-coater, but it also makes it just a little bit annoying to work with. You get a bit on your brush, and I think it could flood your cuticles really easily if you're not careful. So there is 1 coat of Picked Perfect. So the next polish is called Blossom Dandy, and this is a light minty blue green kind of color. So here is Blossom Dandy next to Where's My Chauffeur. You can see that it is a lot lighter. And here it is next to Mint Candy Apple, where you can see that it is a touch darker and almost has a little bit more green in it as well. So here is a 1 coat of Blossom Dandy. So this one covers really well on 1 coat as well. It's not quite a 1-coater because I can still see some streaks, but it does cover well. The formula on this feels really, really good. It's very smooth, very easy to apply. It doesn't run. So there is 1 coat of Blossom Dandy. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Blossom Dandy. So this one covers completely on 2 coats. Again, a really great formula. When I say that it's like easy to apply and smooth, I mean that I can get very close to my cuticles and very close to the edges of my nails without it running into my skin. Does that make sense? So there is 2 coats of Blossom Dandy. The next polish is called Petal Pushers, and this is a kind of slate gray, almost like a slightly purple toned slate color. So here is 1 coat of Petal Pushers. This one is almost opaque in 1 coat, but it's not quite there. I think if you do really thick coats, if that's just like your style of painting your nails, this one will probably be a 1-coater for you. The formula is really smooth, just like the others. So there is 1 coat of Petal Pushers. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a second coat. So here is 2 coats of Petal Pushers. This one covers completely on 2 coats, which isn't surprising because it was very close to being a 1-coater. Again, a really great formula. These all level themselves out really well too. So there is 2 coats of Petal Pushers. The next polish is called Garden Variety, and this is kind of a deep saturated, almost like teal blue color. It shows up a lot more blue on camera. It's a little bit more green in person. This one does stain. I only had it on long enough to take a picture of it, and it was already starting to get some blue rings around my cuticles, and seriously it was like maybe 5 minutes. So this one will stain. You definitely want to try to use a good base coat, or maybe even 2 coats of base coat. The closest things I have to this one in my collection, this is Essie's I'm Addicted, which is very obviously more blue. And the next thing that I have is Ruffles and Feathers, which is again very, very different. So here is 1 coat of Garden Variety. This one covers pretty good on 1 coat. It's not quite a 1-coater though. The formula on this one is just like the others, very smooth, easy to apply. This one seems a little bit more sheer, almost like more jelly-like than the other ones. I've got that like really weird white spot on my pinky nail. I think this is the first one, if I remember correctly, that you can really see that through the first coat of polish. So that is 1 coat of Garden Variety. I'm gonna let that dry and come back for a 2nd coat. So here is 2 coats of Garden Variety. So this one covers completely on 2 coats, and the 2nd coat deepens the color quite a bit as well. Again, great formula. This one seems a little bit more jelly-like, maybe crelly. It just seems a little bit squishier and a little more transparent on that first coat than the other ones did. So there is 2 coats of Garden Variety. So the last polish is called Flowerista, and this is kind of a darker purpley pink cream. Here I have Essie's 2 Taboo from the summer collection last year. You can see it's a lot brighter. And this is DJ Play That Song, which I think is from the summer collection the year before that, which would be, what, 2013? And this is also much more on the purple side. So here is 1 coat of Flowerista. So this one covers really well on the first coat. It's not quite a 1-coater for me because I can still see some spots where the polish is a little bit deeper than other spots, if that makes sense, where it's just thicker on the nail. So it is going to need a 2nd coat to even that out. But if you're not really, really picky, or if you do thicker coats, this one could probably work as a 1-coater. So there is 1 coat of Flowerista. I'm going to let that dry and come back for a 2nd coat. So here is 2 coats of Flowerista. So this one covers completely on 2 coats. It evens that color out and deepens the whole color overall. So there is 2 coats of Flowerista. So Blossom Dandy was actually my surprise favorite from this collection. I really thought that Flowerista was going to be my favorite when I saw the press release and just saw the pictures, but I've actually really liked the way Blossom Dandy looked on my fingers. Overall, I think this is a fantastic collection. I had no formula issues with anything. Everything was 1 to 2 coats. Really great colors. It doesn't like scream spring to me. Maybe that's why I like Blossom Dandy so much, because that seems to be the springiest color of them. But I do really like it. That is the Essie Flowerista collection for spring 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.